Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed the last Throwback Thursday where we looked back at the World Championships from 2014. Today we're going to look at some old footage from the company film who followed me around at the All England 2016 and also a little bit of a throwback to last year's All England where I won the trophy. But I'm just going to watch the clips here and I'm going to comment as we go along. I'm not going to talk all the time, but I'm going to comment whatever I'm thinking about my movements, my shots and my opponents, etc. So let's get started and have a look. Okay guys, as you can see here in the arena of Birmingham 2016, always a great experience to play in Birmingham. The arena is awesome to play a tournament in and the whole setup is just great. And here we're looking back at my, I want to say, second round against So Ho from Korea back, as I said, in 2016, and as you can see, I'm using the Arc-Shaper 11 here. And when I used the Arc-Shaper 11 from Yonex, it was also 3UG4, just as my Astrox 100 is now. So Ho, I've played several times before, and he's always a really tough opponent to play. Physically really strong, good attacking wise. But just overall really solid, and I knew it was a really tough second round going into it. Luckily here in this match I managed to win, but I remember that I used a lot of energy in this match and it was a tough match. What I wanted to do was to obviously try to get the attack as much as possible, but also as you can see here, I knew that if I played too slow against an opponent like So Ho, he's really good attacking, and he has really good disguise in his attacking shots also. And when he has time, he's a really strong player when he's in the attack also. He's also has a really good defense, but if I play the right shots and I mix it up, there was opportunities for me to win the rallies. As you can see here, there's a chance for a kill at the net, and also here you can see his cross smashing is pretty good if he has the time and he can sort of leap in the air and play the attacking shots. There's also some frustration here, as you can see. Yeah, definitely not happy with that one. And again, the national head coach and the coach who's also responsible for me in the daily training is Kenneth Jonassen here. As you can see, he probably saying that I have to, when I have the chance at the net, maybe make sure that I don't lift too much, and also, try to play the spinning net shots at times. And sometimes it was also a good idea for me to sort of play a more, not passive, but more like neutral, just sort of a drive, a push into the court, and see if I can sort of trick him to lift to me. But again here, a really strong, a really tough match, and as you can see here, this time I have the chance to get the attack, and when I do that, I have the chance to come in with my steep attacks. And also here you can see that I'm pretty pleased with the win, celebrating a little bit. This time here I played without sleeves actually, which is a time to actually enjoy to play without sleeves, but maybe at some other point. And again, the fans in Birmingham always so nice, so good, and every time you walk the path, from the courts to the mix zone, as you see here, there are always fans cheering on you, and if you have friends and family with you, you can say hi to them, which is always great. And a lot of media attention as always here in the mix zones, as you can see. There's a lot of media from all around the world, and now when I'm also doing the Chinese interviews, I do spend quite a bit of time in the mix zone. Up here in the quarterfinals against Xue Song from China, who unfortunately had to retire really early due to a lot of injury problems with his knee and hip. Had to go through several surgeries, and I actually met him when I was practicing in Guangzhou a few years back, but unfortunately he has had too many issues with his body, so he had to retire. A big talent, which I personally think we would have seen a lot of good result from hadn't he have all the issues he had. Here I'm going on court for the quarterfinal, and I actually ended up losing this match against Xuezong. A really explosive player. Defensively not the strongest, but you know, during just 50-50 rallies and his attacking game was really good. You know, skill-wise, he wasn't the most, when you look at him, the most skillful player, but he was really mentally strong, and he was true to his concept of playing, you know, 50-50 game, waiting for the right attack. And when he had the chance to attack, he was really quick and really explosive. So it was pretty tough to play against him if you didn't play the right way. I ended up winning him a few times also, but in this match I unfortunately ended up losing the match. I played too slow. I might have spent a little, you know, too much energy in my second round, my 3-game win against So Man Ho, but I simply played too slow and I didn't move as you know, fluently as I wanted to, and due to that I ended up, you know, taking some rather bad decisions when it comes to my choice of shots. I played again too slow, and if you do that against an explosive player like him, you know, it's really tough. Actually, here you can see that's a pretty good lift, but I am standing way too far back and I'm taking the next shots way too low at the net. Right there, if I, you know, push him to the rear court, I want to move a little bit forward and see if I can continue the pressure on him, which I've been, you know, obviously working a lot on doing the last, you know, from then it's 4 years, and I'm a lot better at that right now. But here you see, you know, I want to reach the shots as high as I can on the net when I have the chance, and back then, you know, especially in this match, it doesn't look like I, you know, maybe succeeded in doing that too much. However, it's interesting to see how I'm holding on the racket. Like gripping wise, you can see a big change back then compared to now. My grip there is a little bit more, how can you say, firm, and now I'm holding a little bit lower on the shaft on the racket. So yeah, that's just a small thing I just realized. But last year, 2020, as you can see here, I'm up against Chou Chen from Chinese Taipei here in the final. Moving on court, this was such a special moment, obviously because of the whole Corona situation, but we still had spectators. But I felt really confident in this match. I've had a good record against Chou Chen then also, and I knew that, you know, playing the final in 2019 was a good experience to sort of have with me on court, and in this match I was particularly you know, successful in playing attacking shots, especially to his body. I mixed up my attacks pretty well, and it, you know, made it pretty hard for him to know where the shots were coming. As you can see here, also moving well, body felt pretty good compared to 2016. As you can see here, another body smash. And here the winning moment, which is a dream coming true, obviously. You know, winning on England I've been dreaming of ever since I started playing badminton, so it was a big dream of mine coming true. As you can see here, I taped my nipples because my shirt was scratching a little bit, and it got a lot of media attention also afterwards, but it was simply just because my nipples was a little bit sore. And as you can see here, a lot of fans going on the podium here is a moment I will always remember. So a great moment for me, and obviously I hope that I can repeat the same success this year. It's going to be a really tough tournament in All England. You know, it's a big venue. Shuttles are usually pretty okay pretty easy to control. So you have to play really long rallies and have to be mentally and physically fresh. So I hope to have a good result in next week. I'm really much looking forward to it. So it's gonna be great to get to Birmingham again, even though there are no spectators this year, which is gonna be really special. But I'm sure it's gonna be a really nice experience once again. I'm gonna do my best. And thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment down below. The comments are great, and if you can share the video, that's also awesome for the channel, and it gives us motivation to keep posting. So thank you so much. I see you in Birmingham, and thanks for the support once again. See you.